Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Logan Gilbert. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. Leading off, Corbin Carroll. That one finds the zone, and away we go this afternoon.
One strike.
And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it. Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Way high with that one. And that's ball 3. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at-bat.
Here's Ketel Marte. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Gilbert, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ground ball right side. Throws to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now it's Josh Naylor. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big two-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
And the 0-1.
No. 1-1.
And there's the strike.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Struck him out looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at T-Mobile Park. On the hill here today, Corbin Burns. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Victor Robles. Line drive, caught. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Julio Rodriguez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, base is empty. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Carroll ranges back. Got all of that one. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
So 1 out, nobody on. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. And first offering is fouled off. Burns, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action. That one fouled off.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Good job to fight that one off. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays. 2-1
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, Randy Arozarena. Pitch
Ball
misses
one.
there, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Gilbert back to work. McCarthy measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2018. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Swung on, belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Strike.
Runner at second, nobody out. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Robles sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Pavin Smith in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And a slider misses down and away. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
(3-1) is on the way. And a foul ball. McCarthy stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Arozarena puts it away, and that's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Seattle, and now the first baseman, Luke Raley. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. First pitch just misses.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Foul ball there. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The next offering misses. And the count now even up. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Burns, a Northern California native. He was a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's name was Tony Gonsolin. Made it as a pitcher. One down, base is empty. Slider clips the zone.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tied up here in the early going. Good eye right there. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next pitch is outside. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
J.P. Crawford stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Hard hit to third. Handles, throws to first, and the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. Score remains tied 1-1. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
It gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Carroll gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Sit him down.
1-2.
In the dirt. The throw to second is offline. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Crawford on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Josh Naylor. Doubled his first time. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one, and a count 1-2. Foul tip, but it hangs on for strike 3.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That clips the corner. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Outside low, and now 3-2. Jake McCarthy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One left for Arizona, still tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now Jorge Polanco. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
And a foul ball. And that one hammered. Gurriel drop step going back. And it's gone. Home run. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's Dylan Moore.
So he's just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Headed towards the corner, and it's caught for the out. So the lineup flips over, and up next for Seattle, Victor Robles. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Hit in the air out to center field. McCarthy makes the play. 2 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
On the ground. Toss to Naylor. Out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Start of the 4th, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. On the ground right side. Slings to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Flied to right his first time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One strike.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That's in there. Strike one. Two down, bases empty, but one run across. Top half of inning number 4. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That one the other way, and foul ball. That one just misses. Next offering way upstairs. And that one is inside.
Full count.
And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. D-backs get one on the solo jack. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Cal Raleigh.
Let's go, Mariners. Let's go, man. Let's go, Seattle.
Off the mark there, 1-0.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Gurriel handles the chance.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Rosarena has to step out of the way for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Full count.
He goes down looking. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley went down on strikes his first time through. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's
Full
in the
count.
dirt. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Marte should have it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We played 4. We are tied 2-2. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Gilbert back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these D-backs finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Just missed.
2-1.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Raleigh gathers, throws to first. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Perdomo on at first, nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball.
This one in the dirt.
2-2.
And the runner stays where he is. Corbin goes down on strikes.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now, Ketel Marte. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one way inside.
No.
Man at first, one away.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And ball four, two aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Go ahead run on base. Naylor digs in now. 1 for 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Gabe Spire getting ready to go. Pizzardo, the right-hander, also getting loose. Two on, one out. And 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one high in the air to left center. Arozarena sizes this one up. And there's two away. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Gurriel gets a piece. That clips the corner.
Ball.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Byers to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Gilbert done for the afternoon, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. Gabe Spire taking over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now Jake McCarthy. Ball one, no strikes. And that's in for a strike. And that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score easily. And they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
First and second, 2 outs. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. He's already homered here in this one. That one is upstairs. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That one's in there, and the count 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford. They get the force. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Mariners 2. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Mitch Haniger. Haniger in his 9th season, 34-year-old vet, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that one is in for a strike.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul out of play. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. And that misses. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
So a man at first. Dylan Moore now at the plate. Just missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That catches the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1. Polanco off of first with 2 away. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. Burns with a move to first. But it's wide of the bag and gets away. And he'll make it to second base with two gone.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first. And can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body. And he didn't have much of a lead over there at all. So I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line and a base hit into right. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back in Seattle, and now the DH, Pavin Smith. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Now one missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And it's fouled away. And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fastball is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Perdomo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
1 strike.
Look out! And it hit him.
Well, clearly that one just got away from him. Everything was going so well in this inning, and we'll see if he can get back into the strike zone here.
Carroll stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Mariners 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, here's Victor Robles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. That one misses. Ball 3.
3 balls, no strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Now it's going to be Julio Rodriguez. Robles runs. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Man at second. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And a strike in there.
Ball 1.
Movement in the bullpen. Kevin Ginkel, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Puck getting cranked up as well. Ground ball left side. That's it out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Up and in, ball 1. Robles on its second with 2 down. And that one fouled off. And it's strike 2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Josh Naylor, 1 for 3. Runner on the go. Lifted in the air, right center field. Can't get there. Base hit. Ball comes in quickly. So despite the hit and run, it'll be runners at first and second.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that one pulled foul. That's through there for a strike.
Well, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense
No
wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And that's downstairs and outside.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
1 out. Runners at first and second. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And there's a ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Eugenio Suarez on deck for Arizona. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 2 away. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. That
Ball
just misses.
inside.
Ball one.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
2 on, 2 outs.
D-Rod.
And that's
Ball,
a little
too
bit high. Now 2 balls and a strike. Two outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That's
Ball.
outside, and the count's full. Pavin
Full count.
Smith waiting to hit for the D-backs. And that'll
Ball
load the
4, first
bases.
base.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
So bases all loaded up. And next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in. The throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Trent Thornton will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Edward Bizzardo will take over here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. First and second, 2 outs. Moreno getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Suarez over at second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Two outs, bases full. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's
Ball.
way high. 1-0.
1-0. Ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And another ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Back to the top of the order now. This is Corbin Carroll. That
Ball.
misses the zone, and that
One
is
ball,
ball
no
one.
strike.
2 outs, bases are full. Six
No, that's a
straight
ball.
outside the strike zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider
balls,
there for a
one
strike.
strike.
That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
No.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ball four, he's walked in a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Digging in, Ketel Marte. That one's in there. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. In the air, right field. Robles under it. And that is that. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Mariners 2. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I loved Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Just missed. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because
1-2.
not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So up next, J.P. Crawford. Tap foul at the plate.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is downstairs.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
And there's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. That clips the corner. Late swing, foul to the left. In the dirt, blocked. Goes to second, save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Crawford stands at second with 2 gone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Let's go. Do it again.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. Throw is offline and he scores. And it's 8-3.
He was all over that one. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. That's it for Corbin Burnes. And a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So a man aboard, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. That's in there. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. This to third. Whips it to first.
That's an out.
And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 8-3. And we're back. New inning getting started. And here is Josh Naylor. Bizzardo back to work. Bizzardo, a 6-foot righty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Gurriel, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball. Swinging a foul straight back. Gurriel gets a piece. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
So digging in, Jake McCarthy. First pitch misses. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a chopper out to short. On to first. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Mariners 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kendall Graveman, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Manta fly, also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
And ball 1. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. And that's fouled off. The D-backs leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Ball 1 there. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's too low. And that's ball 2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
3-2. Right through there. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Cal Raleigh will hit next. There's the swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. To third. Tosses to first.
Out.
3 up, 3 down, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Mariners 3. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Troy Taylor.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Carlos Vargas preparing to come on if needed. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never
One ball,
moved because
no
he never
strike.
had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the ground, right side. To first.
He's
And a
out.
couple of quick outs. Two outs, base is empty. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Strike one. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So they make short work of him there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Mariners 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Kendall Graveman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Randy Arozarena digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard. And he beats it. He's safe. Next is the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
No.
First and second, no outs here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one misses up and in. And the count 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rosarena flies around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 8-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kendall Graveman done for the day. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Justin Martinez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got one out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Here's the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Two on, one out. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So last chance for the Mariners. Dylan Moore, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. That one found hard the other way. The M's down to their final strike. Misses. Going to count 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
2 on, 2 outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.